Good day or buongiorno. I am one of the few fans of the Italian maestro Dario Argento that still enjoy his work after his glory period of the 1970s and 80s. So today I want to talk about the 2005 made-for-TV thriller homage to Alfred Hitchcock. I am Torstein from CinemaTerror, and I want to ask you, do you like Argento's Do You Like Hitchcock? Giulio is a young college student and a film nerd living in the beautiful city of Turin. One late night while he's working on his thesis on German expressionism, he takes notice of his beautiful neighbor Sasha from across the street. Taken back by her beauty and the fact that she is undressing, Giulio starts to spy on her and instantly becomes obsessed. When he sees her again at the local video store, he does not engage in a conversation with her, but rather spies on her, again, to see what movie she's going to rent and take home. Her choice of Alfred Hitchcock's Strangers on a Train makes him even more intrigued, and his spying, or rather stalking at this point, intensifies. After this continues for a few days, he one night witnessed the brutal death of Sasha's mother in her apartment. This tragic event makes Giulio even more obsessed than what he already was, and now he himself is becoming a piece in a dangerous murder mystery. Do You Like Hitchcock was produced for Italian television, but that does not matter that much, as there are, or at least were, less restraints on TV productions in Italy than what you might be used to. The film opens with nudity right away, and it does not hold back when it comes to the violence. You might not get the lush visuals that you might be yearning for due to Argento's past work, but it is still a good-looking film in its own rights. So if you can accept that this is not made in an era of the Technicolor and the good old years when Italian film productions had nicer budgets, and also expect a smaller scale than those movies, then Do You Like Hitchcock should not disappoint you. I think I should also mention that even though I love movies, I am not as well versed in the work of Alfred Hitchcock that I should be. I have seen several of his films like Psycho, The Birds, etc., but there are still many entries in his filmography that I have yet to explore. But I do love a lot of filmmakers who are obviously inspired by him, including the man of the hour Dario Argento, who himself has been compared to Hitchcock several times over the years. He sprinkles Hitchcock references all over this film, both in dialogue or by visual references, and even for a novice like me it was fun to spot them. He even puts in a fun little reference to his own previous movie, The Card Player, by making it the most noticeable poster at the video store. You can also spot other similar references, like a clear display of a Scarlet Diva DVD, which of course was directed and starred his daughter Asia.
I'd like to rent this.
Strangers on a Train. Got a membership card?
No.
I made one up for you. It's free.
Thank you.
The characters in Do You Like Hitchcock were surprisingly interesting. Giulio, played by Elio Germano, is a geeky film nerd aspiring to be a film critic. We see in the opening that he started out as a peeping Tom at a very young age, and he certainly didn't learn to keep his eyes to himself when he grew up. He is also kind of an unlikable leading guy, treating his lovely girlfriend Arianna badly, and obviously not respecting the privacy of his neighbor. He still works as a character, as his intrusiveness gets him injured himself and makes his life worse. I don't mind it if the main character of a movie has bad traits, as long as they don't get rewarded for them, and I do not believe Giulio is better off after the events that take place during this film. Not that he has learned that much either, as you can see in the final shot. We do not get to know the ladies of the film that much, but they are very beautiful to look at. Elisabetta Rocchetti plays Sasha, the girl Giulio becomes obsessed with by stalking. The Spanish actress Cristina Brondo plays his girlfriend Arianna, a lovely girl who deserves way better and also gets put into danger by just being a bit too naive. Chiara Conti plays Federica, an important person in the plot who doesn't get as much screen time as what I would have wanted to see. Not necessarily because I found her character to be all that interesting, to be honest, but she was also very nice to look at. Do You Like Hitchcock was the first of what was supposed to be a series of TV movies based in one way or another of the work of Alfred Hitchcock, but from what I know, that never happened, and the series started and ended with this one. The 2000s are kind of interesting to look back at now as an Argento fan. This film, together with his movie simply titled Giallo and The Card Player, does make up an interesting trio of thrillers or giallis. I think all three of them are good in their own way, and perhaps I should revisit the two others soon and make a video about them as well. Let me know if that's a good idea or not. I should also spend some time talking about another important creator to this film, as Argento is of course not making movies all by himself. His co-writer here was none other than Franco Ferrini, who also had an impressive resume to look back and be proud of. He has worked on many important Italian movies, such as Demons, Opera, Phenomena, and the list goes on and on. He also directed a picture himself with the 1987 Sweets from a Stranger, which I must sadly say that I have not yet seen. He will also have a screenwriter credit on Argento's upcoming movie Black Glasses, which I hope gets a release during this year of 2022. Do You Like Hitchcock is a fun, entertaining thriller about voyeurism. It does lack the suspense you would want from a movie like this, and I don't think the ending is very satisfying, but it makes up for it by having engaging characters and, hey, there is even a small little tribute to the entire genre of giallo in the last shot. Perhaps the movie would have been better received without the big name of Dario Argento attached to it. But even so, I don't think it is fair to hold that against the film. If it has been a while since you saw it, or you never gave it the time of day, then I do want to encourage you to give it a chance or a second chance. I like it, so I'm gonna give Do You Like Hitchcock the favorable score of 3 out of 5. So the question I have for you is, obviously, do you like Hitchcock? Not Alfred Hitchcock, but this movie. How does it rank up for you next to The Card Player and Giallo? And do you think Argento lost his touch after the 80s? Or are you more like me who can find entertainment in his newer work? Let me and other Argento fans know in the comment section below. I hope you enjoyed this one. I have videos up on my channel covering Argento's Trauma, Mother of Tears and Dracula 3D. So check those videos out if you want more of my thoughts on his post-80s work. Take care out there in the real world, and I'll see you again next time here on CinemaTerror. Thank you.